All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. A first carry for Leonard Fournette, and he'll be brought down here at the 28. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Here we go, here we go.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Be alert, be alert.
We got three, fellas. We got three.
Go.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
180.
Here's Foles. Flushed out, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Tempo. Zebra. Go.
Foles. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on, because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Ryan Glasgow breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run. Now they'll need to draw up something good here on 3rd and 13. Now Foles. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 23 yards on the play.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
They'll look to throw now on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And they finally catch up to him and take him down. Jeez, where was he going? A huge loss there. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Gone!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Detroit!
And on 3rd and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. They'll turn to the power game at Olawale. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. So naturally they will decline it. They got the first down anyway on the play.
Who needs a penalty when you picked up the first down through hard work and effort anyway? First down.
Here's a 1st and 10 now after they successfully drew him off sides. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. An excellent pickup at 34 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
They'll buy some time right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Intended that time for Cooper.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on a foul call. And the Chargers coming out on the field now. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are able to strike for 6. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Muscles it off. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They begin with a run by Fournette. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
13. Tonight, 180.
A handoff to Fournette. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Here's a give to Fournette. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They'll set up to throw. Looking long for Westbrook. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Go, go!
And that'll set them back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
And the penalty helps, but not a whole lot. It's still third and long. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And they still need 6 yards here on third down after the penalty. They'll set up a throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Cole. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle, complete. It's Cole. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Out of the gun now on third down. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. He had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously...
And this is going to be intercepted. Desmond King picks it. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flush to his right. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. He was trying to hit Jameis Olawale. And that'll bring up second down.
Even though that one was incomplete, you could see the training that went into that play. He gets out of the pocket, ends up moving to his right. All he's trying to do, though, extend the life of the play. Keep it alive, hoping someone would pop free.
Was able to take a pretty good shot with a deep ball, but incomplete. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. Now back to throw. Being chased. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys who have to touch the ball and carry it, they're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and goal. Here's Fournette. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And Lambeau will put this one through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So not sure how they feel about that. They had golden field position to start the drive after the fumble recovery, but they went backward and then got 3.
Well, let's go from gold to silver, because the silver lining is they got the 3, right? You were talking about the golden field position. They didn't take advantage of it. That has to feel like a letdown.
You always stand ready to pounce. Always. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Eluding the... And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And there they bring pressure from the inside and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. It's caught. Block it. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
This is brought in at the 21. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10.
One. Great. Zebra.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Tempo. What we got?
Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. So we have reached halftime intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. That's fielded in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Tyler Lockett, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use, just something. Get you off to a quick start.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but he's been...
Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out. And this is recovered by the Chargers. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that. And when they're tried too hard, even in perfect conditions, the ball gets away from them. They've got to find that good balance, carrying it firmly, yet at the same time under control.
They'll look to throw here. Now the ball comes loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A first throw here for the backup, Taylor. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Miles Jack in there to make the play. It'll be a loss of 14, and it'll bring up a 4th down. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yet in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
Go, go, go. Nick.
He'll come out throwing here on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Desmond King picks it, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman, then with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. On play action, they'll throw. They'll roll him out right. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
And a sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. They're going to look to throw. Flushed out right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. And now out come the Jags. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. 2nd and 10 now from the 27th.
Great. Zebra.
Back to throw. Dumps it off to Fournette. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were...
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Touchdown, L.A. A big play there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the interception by the Chargers D leads to a touchdown. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Here's Foles. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down. The Jaguars on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 16. Foles. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
180! Zebra. You ain't going nowhere.
They'll try and throw for it here. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, too. The Chargers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8.
Back to Philly. Here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. He may try and run for this. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own, but let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. And his kick here is good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Anthony Brown. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Gone!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he floats one there, incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
No. Check! Patriot!
They'll look to throw. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Marcel Darius able to get him down behind the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go! Go! Yes!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Foles. And that is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. He'll drop to throw. Looking long for Westbrook. That's caught inside the 20. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 64 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Go!
They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars get a score closer. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers getting set to go. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Now they'll run it on the toss. Whoosh. And now running right through it. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here to have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
On 2nd down, here's Penny. Call it 7 yards on the carry, so a pretty good game, but still left with a tough 3rd and 8. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. The Chargers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. They'll set up to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. The pitch goes to Penny. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. They'll run it again with Penny. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Got your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Wow.
it.